Avij of Avij Gaming here with episode 7 of my Let's Play series on Horizon Forbidden West. Alright, back to the action. Who's this?
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the board.
Let's try this out.
I was just passing by.
First timer, huh? Don't worry about it. I'll go easy on you. You got any pieces?
No.
Well, aren't you in luck then? I got an extra set, a Tanakh original straight out of the Forbidden West. Sit. I'll run you through it in a hot spark. I'll give you something special if you win it on my boards, too.
Beginner's Tutorial. Ooh, reading time. Introduction. Machine Strike is a two-player strategy game played by the tribes of the Forbidden West. Each player owns different boards and favors a particular set of machine pieces. Defeat them all and become the ultimate strike master in the West. How to win. Whenever an opponent machine is destroyed, whether by your hand or theirs, its value is added to your pool of victory points. Acquire 7 victory points before your opponent or destroy all of their machines to claim victory. Okay, that sounds easy enough. How to start. Beginning of each game, both players choose a set of pieces to play with. Each player then places those pieces within the 2 rows closest to them. The owner of the board chooses who goes first. The game proceeds by turns from there on out. Basic steps. Mobilizing a machine piece. Each turn a player can mobilize 2 machine pieces. Each of them can only be used once per turn. If a player has only 1 machine piece, they are allowed to use it twice. A player can choose to move a machine to a different terrain or attack first. Mobilized machines do not need to attack, but must move in order to complete a turn. Sprinting. A player can move a machine 1 terrain beyond their normal movement range if they choose not to attack an opposing machine or are too far away to land an attack. This is called sprinting. Overcharging. A player can decide to sacrifice a machine's health in order to attack an opposing machine or move after they've depleted all other possible actions. Once a player has mobilized the machine piece, their turn can end. Board. Standard board is made up of 8x8 grid of up to 6 different terrains. Each type of terrain influences a machine's combat power. -2 power, chasm terrain. -1 power, marsh terrain. +0 power, grassland terrain. +1 power, forest terrain. +2 power, hill terrain. And finally, +3 power for mountain terrain. Choosing the right terrain for each of your pieces can provide a strategic advantage when facing an opponent. Some terrains can affect machines in unique ways. Chasms are only accessible by airborne machines. Makes sense. Marsh terrain impedes movement upon landing. Blight boards. From the second turn onwards, at the start of each player's turn, 1 terrain on the board will change to blight terrain. Blight terrain begins on the row closest to each player and spreads from right to left. When the first row is completely changed, the blight continues to the second row but spreads from left to right. On the third row, the blight spreads from right to left again, and so on. When there is no more terrain for the blight to spread, the game ends and the player with the most victory point wins. If this results in a draw, then the last player to gain victory points wins. Blight territory is similar to marsh terrain. When a machine lands on it, further movement for that turn is restricted. This affects all pieces regardless of a machine's ability to negate terrain effects. Blight terrain also damages any machines on it. At the start of each turn, any machine on blight terrain loses 2 health. If the machine loses all of its health, it is destroyed and its victory points are awarded to the opposite player. If 2 or more machines are destroyed at the same time, the player whose turn it is receives the victory points first. Okay, so it's getting a little more complicated. Machine notes. Each machine has several attributes that are kept track of on the machine note. 1. Machine name. 2. Type. 3. Victory points value. 4. Piece image. 5. Armored and weak points. 6. Skill. 7. Attack power. 8. Attack range. 9. Movement range. 10. Health. 11. Active effects. Machine types. There are 6 different types of machines with unique abilities. Melee. Looks a little messed up. Always attacks the first machine in its attack range. Gunner. Always attacks at the maximum of its attack range. Ram. Always attacks the first machine in its attack range and knocks it backwards. It will then move onto the terrain left behind by the opposing machine. Dash. Always moves to the end of its attack range and damages every machine in its path, including your own, and rotates them 180 degrees. Interesting. It must have an empty terrain to land on at the end of its attack range in order to attack. Swoop. Always attacks the first machine within its attack range and moves next to it. Gains +1 combat power on all terrains and can ignore all terrain penalties. Pull. Always attacks the first machine in its attack range and pulls the enemy one terrain close to it. It gains 1+ combat power while on marsh terrain and can traverse through it without hindering movement. Playsets. Before starting a strike match, you'll have to choose a set of machines to play with. Each machine is worth a certain amount of setup points. You have up to 10 setup points to spend on machine pieces and must use at least 7 points to create a set. Okay. Each set can contain any combination of machines, but you cannot have more than 4 of the same kind per set. You can obtain new strike pieces by defeating all boards belonging to a single player or by purchasing them from a strike carvers out on the world. Okay, so you can like play for them or buy them. You have to keep an eye out for pieces. Combat. In order to achieve victory, a player must attack the opponent's machines with their own. The outcome of an encounter between 2 enemy machines is determined by 3 factors: combat power, terrain value, armored and weak points. Attacking machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain the machine is standing on and its own attack power. Defending machine's combat power is only the value of the terrain it's on. Attack power does not contribute to its combat power. The difference between the combat power of 2 machines determines how much damage one machine can do to the other's health. The important thing to remember is, terrain value combined with attack power will determine how much damage a machine can do. Armor/weak points. Just as they do in the wilds, machines in this game have armored and weak points. These affect how much damage can be done to any given piece. When attacking an armor point, the defending machine gains +1 combat power. When attacking a weak point, the defending machine loses 1 combat power. Armored and weak points are indicated on the base of the machine piece and on the machine notes as shown below. Blue, armor points, +1 combat power. Red, those are the weak points, -1 combat power. Special attacks. Defense break. If the combat power of an attacking machine is lower or equal to the opponent's machine, both pieces will lose -1 health. The opposing machine will also be knocked back 1 terrain. Knockback. When a machine is knocked back, they'll move 1 terrain in the opposite direction of their attacker. If there is no terrain left behind them, the machine loses an additional 1 health. If terrain behind them is already occupied with another piece, both machines loses an additional 1 health. That's nice. I gotta remember to try and knock them into each other. Overcharging. Once a player has depleted all possible actions with a single machine, they can choose to overcharge. When a machine overcharges, it sacrifices 2 health in order to move an extra terrain or attack. The machine can only overcharge if it has 2 or more health points remaining. The machine stands to lose health when performing an overcharge attack, it will receive the damage after it completes its actions. If it stands to lose all of its health in an overcharge attack, it will be destroyed after completing its actions. Any victory points gained during this attack will still be awarded to the attacker. Sounds like overcharging can be dangerous. Skills. Some machines have special skills that provide an advantage in the game. Skills that affect machines within a piece's attack range are shown with their own unique icons as seen below. In power. At the start of each turn, all friendly machines within attack range gain 1+ attack power, and the effects can stack. Skills that affect the machine itself are shown with the machine's unique icon. The amount of combat power the skill adds or subtracts is also displayed. Blind. Enemy machines with an attack range lose 1 attack power for the rest of the turn. Effects can stack. I guess I should try a game out. The beginner set. Alright, let's start.
All right, let's start off simple. The Tanakh like to say that Machine Strike is a game of pure strategy. We each get a set of pieces. Each piece represents a kind of machine, and each machine is worth a different number of victory points. And to win the game, you'll need to gain 7 victory points by destroying the opponent's machines. It can be tricky remembering the details of every machine, so we use these notes to keep track of them. You see that number on the top right corner?
Oh, I guess I could have just listened to this explanation.
That there is how many victory points you'll get for destroying that machine. Notes also tell you how far a piece can move, how powerful their attacks are, the distance they can strike from, and of course, their health. Okay, that's enough for now. Let's just play. I'll explain the rest as we go. I own the board, so I get to choose who goes first. Since this is your first time, I'll let you go.
Aw, thank you.
Usually you get to choose which pieces to set on the board, but this will do for now. Pick up that machine piece to your right, and move it forward. And remember, each machine can only move a certain distance. Take a look at your notes if you need a reminder.
Kind of like chess.
Easy enough, huh? Now, you get to move 2 machines each round, so go ahead and pick a second machine.
Okay, move the second.
Perfect. There's not much else to do for now, so we're forging onwards. Let me move my pieces here. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first.
Yeah, sure.
Now move the piece close enough. When performing an attack, you'll be testing your machine's combat power. Again, a machine's combat power is a combination of the terrain your machine is standing on and its own attack power.
I see.
This board only has grassland terrain, which has no effect on a machine's combat power. And your current machine has 2 points of attack power. So in total, your machine's combat power equals 2 points. Since my machine isn't the one attacking, it has 0 points of attack power. And just like your machine, it's not affected by grassland terrain. So right now, the difference in combat power between the 2 machines is 2 points. This means your machine can do 2 points of damage to my machine. Did you get all that? Knew you were a smart one. Finish up by attacking my machine. Not pulling any punches, huh? Now see how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your machine sprint. That lets it move 1 space further. Try it out. Try sprinting up to one of my machines.
Guess I have to go here.
If you sprint, you'll be able to reach my machine. Downside to sprinting is that your machine can no longer attack. Now, some players like to take a risk and overcharge their machine in cases like this. Overcharging lets you attack after a sprint, but it will damage your machine's health by 2 points. So use at your own discretion. Let's try doing that now so you can see what I mean. That's about it for your turn then.
Okay, in my turn.
Now, I'll let you in on a neat trick. That machine of yours, the one closest to me, grab a hold of it. Same as in the wilds, machines have both armored points and weak points. You can see them marked on the pieces. Blue shows where their armor is thickest. Hit them there and you'll do some damage, but not a lot. Now, red shows the machine's weak points. Hit those and you'll deal a mighty blow. Here, let me show you. Rotate that piece so your machine faces mine. Now let that machine have it. Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory points.
There we go.
You don't have 7 of them yet, so let's keep going. Your machine attacked mine, but hasn't moved yet. Go ahead and move downwards towards my remaining piece. You've already attacked a machine and moved your piece. But if you overcharge your machine, you can attack a second time. And by the look of your machine's health, you'd be sacrificing your piece to defeat mine. But sometimes that can be a good thing. Overcharge your machine to attack mine a second time, and I'll show you what I mean. Why not attack my machine while you got the chance? Ain't that a thrill? Now, because your machine was knocked out at the same time as mine, we both get the victory points our machines are worth. Good news is, since you're the one attacking, you're gonna receive your victory points before I do. Which means you can reach the coveted 7 victory points first. That's why sometimes losing a piece can be the best way to end a game in your favor. Now, you'll notice you didn't get quite up to 7 victory points this time, but you did destroy all my pieces. That means you're the winner! That wasn't so hard, was it?
Nah, not too
Just
bad.
remember to always check for the best terrain to attack from. You'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent like that. I know it saved my behind in a game or two.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget. These are all my spare pieces. I want the Savior of Meridian to have them.
Aw, thank you.
It's a small set to be sure, but it should be enough to get you in on any strike games you find out there. You might even fancy looking out for them strike carvers. They've got all kinds of unique pieces that can turn a game in your favor. Though they'll need the right materials to craft you one. Or you might find them in the wilds if you're lucky. No, I've lost my fair share of pieces after a night of machine hunting or brew hopping. No need to thank me. Always a pleasure to help out new strike players. Now, if you feel like playing a real game, I've got plenty of other boards.
Yeah, I think
can
I'm
even
good.
teach you a few more tricks if you're up for it.
Thanks. I'll think about it.
Tutorial completed. Yeah, I think I'm good on this one for now.
You know where to find me, Red.
Okay, let's get out of here.
For you, our very best.
Hop down here.
Up for some training? I set up something new while you were gone.
Let's check tutorials. Resonator Blast. Keep hitting an enemy with melee attacks to build up energy in the resonator on your spear. When fully charged, the end of your spear will have a blue glow. Use any attack with right trigger to energize your target and create a glowing point. Choose this energy point to trigger a resonator blast and deal massive amounts of damage. Nice. Pitmaster's tip. Performing melee combos and power attacks energizes your spear faster. Okay, let's try this out.
How goes it, Hammerhead?
Charge up my staff.
Seems to energize after attacks. I think landing heavy attacks or combinations will faster. Now to use that energy, try attacking your enemy. See if you can energize them. This one goes to the Nora.
Got it. Tutorial complete. You have mastered Resonator Blast. Complete all challenges in the melee pit to unlock the Pitmaster challenge. I got a few locked ones in here. Any challenges? Hey, there is. Defeat your opponent with a Resonator Blast. I got this. Come on.
Do you speak ale, friend?
You think your spear can deal with that armor? Use attacks to energize your spear. Then hit your opponent with a heavy or power attack to blast the armor.
I'll have you know, I am the smartest you got somewhere to be. Boy,
Here we go.
Doesn't last forever.
Now I...
That spear
Got him.
can give you the edge in battle. Keep energizing it, and then your enemies. Triggering those energy blasts should help you vanquish your opponents.
I got some lock challenges as well. Who's this? Whoops, wrong way.
That last ale grinding your gears still?
Oh, here they are.
It's you. The machine hunter that bailed out the Carja.
Yeah, that's me.
Never heard it put that way before.
What do you want?
Heard you've been hassling refugees up by the cliffs.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. There's salvage up there. A Stormbird. Nailed it myself with the harpoon here in town. Not an easy shot if I do say so myself. That clipped its wing. And it crashed into the old tower up there. Killed it quick. Yeah, so if anyone's hassling anyone, it's the Shadow Carja filth that's blocking the way up to my claim.
And you're ready to crack some skulls to get to it?
No need. It's a raggedy bunch. Probably all starved before I have to lift a finger.
Wow.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah, we will, won't we? Now shop's closed to Carja lovers. On your blasted way.
Rude. Oh, a new quest. Let's go grab that one. Head up this way.
Ah, finally.
Are you late for work?
Here they are.
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you.
Uh,
Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Oh, just stop talking. Where are we? Ah. So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon. Am I right?
actually,
Whoa.
But you're just nuts. I am with a customer.
I'm not a customer.
I got it. Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky high. Ba-boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red. How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced,
Explosive. Done in one. Machine wrecking.
yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower?
Who are you two?
Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search of some unknown opportunity. Said we'll know it when we see it.
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
And your friend here?
So she's your partner?
My apprentice and my sister. She's why we're out here. There was an incident. Another incident.
Involving explosives?
Ba-boom.
And
Boom.
Dad's precious homebrew. He shipped us out the next day.
Huh.
And about this weapon.
Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it, and I am on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity. Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better, namely with explosive tips.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
That could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model.
Well, for starters, I'll need charger horns. Intact.
Yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break. But the real innovation, and keep it to yourself, is a fang horn rib.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me, it's yours, my treat.
That don't sound too hard.
Have a deal.
What?
The chargers are just down here. Let's head over this way. Save real quick.
Boy, miss.
Nice to see you too.
Well, glory of Main Street. Boredom. Nothing interesting.
Okay, to the chargers. Oh wait, let's do the Fanghorn. Can I get out this way? I can. Okay, swim across the river. Whoa, almost got caught.
Frost will hurt it.
There's the Fanghorns. Sneak over this way. Grab this rock. Let's head up this trail. Scrounger. I can cause a chain reaction if I shoot his butt. Don't have electric though. Okay, here's the Fanghorn. Slide over this way. Hey, where'd that Fanghorn go? Up down here. Drag him quick. Grounder down. Grounder
So the
circulator,
Fanghorn should be
sparker,
nearby.
Grounder primary nerve, metal shards, and machine muscle. Loot this chest. Whoops. Glass paste and metal shards.
There's the Fanghorn.
There it is.
Gonna have to take it down to get its red.
Refill my arrows real quick. Take off its horns. Hey, where'd they go? Oh, they're hiding. Okay, I think I fully stripped it. Charge! Got him.
Should be able to harvest this with
Grab this rib.
hang on rib.
Whoa, take out the scrounger. Dodge. Got him. A Sparker, metal shards, and machine muscle. Okay, let's grab all these parts. Loot this chest. And another chest. And more parts. And more chests. Okay, that was all kinds of loot. Grab these meds.
Keep these on me.
Another chest. One of his horns. There's something green glowing over there. Oh, and another chest. Green shine fragment.
Gemstone.
Pretty.
It's green.
Get another
with
chest to loot as well.
Hard and shiny. Wonder if merchants would be interested.
How far am I from the chargers? Okay, not too far. You have found a piece of green shine, a rare and valuable resource. In all over the world, green shine can be used for upgrading certain weapons and outfits or trading with special merchants. Nice. Okay, let's go get these chargers. Grab these meds. And some more meds. Hop up here. Here they are.
If I find where these machines are made,
Hide these
I might
bushes.
learn how to override them.
Need to take off those horns. Wow, that was close. I wonder if I can take out this one without upsetting the rest. Silent strike. Hey, I can. Nice. Yes, they got these horns. There's one. And two. And that charger's down. And the rest didn't even move. Okay, grab this horn and loot this corpse. A weave with some shock defense, blaze and metal shards. Loot this scrounger. Small machine core, sturdy hard plate, machine muscle, and metal shards. Sneak around this way. Override this charger. Take out this horn and the charger. Got him. Blaze, metal shards, and a charger horn.
Got everything I need for down.
Grab some more just to have them.
Now.
Got him. Oh, another one over here. Got him. Okay, grab all this loot. And this chest. Some med berries. And my mount. And more loot. The weave, acid defense, blaze, and metal shards. And a horn. Mount the charger and head back to town.
Be welcome,
I need to get off this thing.
Oh, damn, I gotta hop off. Hi again.
I know that look. You've got all the parts, haven't you?
I do.
Here you go.
Outstanding! I only need a few minutes to finish the prototype.
I'll take the version that won't blow my arms off. Thanks. Hi.
So did you blow up any machines to get the parts? Or any bandits?
You really like explosions, huh?
Here we go.
With the boomsticks?
Oh, you betcha.
Is it safe?
Probably.
Can I have one?
No!
Aw.
Cause we're gonna make you something even better.
Ba-boom!
Ba-boom. Spike throwers launch powerful projectiles that can hit enemies at long range. Due to their long buildup, they have a slow rate of fire and cannot be used while jumping or crouching. Spikes must be thrown at full draw in order to penetrate armor. Alright, let's equip the spike thrower. Okay, so next up on side quest is Twilight Path. That's over here to the west. Okay, let's head over to the campfire and call this episode here. Tune in next time for the Twilight Path quest. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment below with your favorite part from this episode. Let me say a big thank you to my contributors over on Ko-Fi. Foxy Moxie, Gin Forever, Mr. Mosby, Ogre 901, Shadow Dragon, Shy Bonsai, Princess Sparklebutt. Contribute to my Ko-Fi at the link on the bottom to get your name added to this list. Thanks for watching.